Hey guys, this video is just going to kind of demonstrate to you how to complete this assignment, give you some tips about the Electoral College, what it is, and it'll show you exactly how you should complete the assignment. I'll actually demonstrate it. You can kind of follow along with the mouse as you see me demonstrate how to complete the assignment. So the Electoral College, that's what this map's showing. Electoral College is how we determine who wins the presidency in the United States. So what does that mean? When we have the election for president, it's not just whoever gets the most votes from people. It's a little bit different from that. Usually it works out that way, but the Electoral College is really what decides who wins the presidency. The way that it works is the people running try to win states. So like you see up on the board, on the map, every state's got a number in it. That's the amount of votes. We'll call them points for now to make it easier for you to understand. We'll call them points. That's the amount of points that a state's worth. So if you get the most votes in that state, you get all the points for that state. Let me show you an example. California is over here. California is worth 55 points because it's a very big state. The more people you have in your state, the more it's going to be worth in the Electoral College. California is the biggest state. It's got the most people. That's why it has the most votes, or the most points. So let's say we got two candidates. I'm using the names from the last election. Barack Obama and Mitt Romney. Barack Obama won California. He got the most votes in California in 2012, which was the last presidential election. So that means that that Obama would get all 55 of the votes from that state. Even if he only got one more vote than Mitt Romney, he would get all 55 votes. Okay? Let's try another state. Florida is out of 29. Let's say that Mitt Romney wins Florida. That means that Mitt Romney would get 29 points. Let's pick a smaller state. North Dakota. North Dakota's only got 3 votes because it's a very small state. Let's say Mitt Romney gets that one. We'll give him 3 more points. So Romney has 2 states now, so that means he's up to 29 plus 3. He's up to 32 points. That's the way that it works. They keep going through the states. And every state, when the election's over, whoever gets the most votes gets all the points. There's 2 states that are a little bit different, Nebraska and Maine, but we don't have to worry about that right now. If you're more interested in it, I can tell you more about Nebraska and Maine. But for now, I want you to just think, if you win the most votes in a state, you get all the points for that state. That's why you'll see a lot of times that the candidates tend to focus their time on the bigger states like California and Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and Florida, and New York. These are the bigger states. Alright, so what are you going to do with the assignment? So again, this map shows you how many points each state is worth. That's what the number is in each state. And the goal of the presidential election is to win states. The more points you get, the better chance you got of being president. Once somebody gets to 270 points, they win the presidency. So you have to get to 270. So one person has to get to 270 points, and then they become the president. So what are you going to do with this assignment? You're going to see the same map in the assignment. Oops, give me 1 second, guys. Make this a little better for you. There we go. You're going to see the same map that I just showed you in the assignment. And what you're going to do is answer questions about the map. Right, the first one says, how many votes is Pennsylvania worth? And it says PA, so you don't got to know the abbreviations. I put them in there for you. How many votes is Pennsylvania worth? 14, 13, or 20. So what do? Scroll up. Find Pennsylvania. There it is. PA, 20. Scroll down. Answer would be 20. Some will be easy like that. How many votes is North Dakota worth? Go find North Dakota, see how many votes it's worth. Some of them are going to be a little bit different. You have to think just a little bit more. Like this one says the amount of votes a state is worth depends on how many people live in the state. Like we said, the more people that live in a state, the more people or the more votes or points that state is worth. So the higher the number of votes is worth, the higher the population of that state. Based on that, which of the following best describes Wyoming? So you have to figure out which one of these best describes Wyoming. Does it have an average population, kind of in the middle? Does it have a really big population? Or does it have a small population? So you're saying to yourself, how am I supposed to know what the population of Wyoming is and whether that's big or small? You can scroll back up, find Wyoming. There it is, WY. It's only got 3 votes or 3 points. So use that information and try and figure out if the fact that it only has 3 votes, does that mean that it's a big state, small state, or kind of in the middle? Alright, that's how you do this assignment. Remember, the Electoral College is how we determine who wins the presidency. The more points you get, or the more states you win, the more points you get. The first person to get to 270 points wins the election. You'll look at this map, and then on the next page there'll be a map of the 2012 presidential election. You can see who won which states and answer questions about that as well. While you're going through this, try to keep in mind that you will be kind of giving your opinion about the Electoral College later on in the week. So if you have any opinions about it, jot them down so you don't forget them. All right, good luck, guys.